Unfortunately, I ate something that really made my tummy hurt, so I will be smacking my gum for a good portion of this video because I'm hoping the mint flavor helps calm everything, because I can't even eat my sweet treat right now. Like, I think it's garlic. I just think I can't have a lot of garlic. Garlic be making my stomach kick. Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Nick Webb. This is where I sit and I yap if you're new here. If you are a returning viewer, hello, welcome back. Yes? Can I help you? I don't know what she wants. I've been really enjoying yapping. I know I say this every video, but what I really liked about my last video is I actually had people talking to me in the comments. I got to converse. I love that. So please, if you feel the need to type a little something so I can type back, because YouTube, I feel like I'm screaming out into the void. And as therapeutic as that can be, I would like the void to speak back. You know what I mean? Usually I have like one specific burning thought on my mind that I just speak on. But I don't really have that today because if I'm honest with you, there are some incredible things progressing with my journey to becoming a traditionally published author. Boots. My cat is up to no good. Let me pause. While my cat is causing problems today, whatever's been in the air today, my husband, it's just been a day of like mild inconveniences that just build up and like make you just want to scream. My husband and I, we woke up early this morning. We opened the fridge. Our Brita had leaked everywhere overnight. He's cleaning that up. I'm blending up my Yorkie's food because he doesn't have enough teeth to chew. I turn on the water to let the blender get rinsed out. It overflows onto the counter. All while my husband's cleaning up the water in the fridge. All while it's 6:30 in the morning. We haven't had coffee. And then just like our fur babies were just like loud. Like everything was just dramatic. And then I'm trying to remember everything, but it was just so little. I slammed my hand in the closet. There was just other things, and then I came home and they were just really overstimulating and they're just like being really bad today. I'm talking about my dogs and cats. And there's Boots. He's doing things he shouldn't be doing. And I kind of don't really care. I'm not going to stop him. I'm going to choose my peace in this moment. And my peace is not dealing with it. After I record this, I'm going to take a long bath and finish off the bottle of champagne that me and my husband got yesterday to celebrate. Back to the point. Look how I led us here again. To celebrate, there are things progressing very well in my journey to becoming a traditionally published author. I talk a lot about it on my TikTok. I'm not going in depth on YouTube because I am recording my whole journey and I plan, like I've said, because remember how I lost footage? Every footage I get now, especially the most important footage I recorded yesterday, I made sure to transfer to my laptop so I don't accidentally delete it. I have learned my lesson, which also goes into, I guess this all connects. Look at me. I'm progressing in my author career. I'm not sharing a lot on YouTube because I'm recording behind the scenes, because when I get to a certain point, I want to start releasing the footage so that you get all the nitty gritty of the behind the scenes, but it's not like fully in real time. That way I can feel like I can freely record without like the stress of like, oh, what if this fails and I already posted, you know what I mean? Like I don't have to feel like I have to maintain an image, because by the time I start posting everything, like the conclusion is there. I know how it ends. If that makes sense. Anyways, I got some fantastic news yesterday and I've been riding this high. Like I feel so close to my goals. The issue with traditional publishing is it is a slow industry. It is a slow, I do not write the book and then get an agent and then get a publishing deal within a matter of months. It is slow. So I won't even have confirmation of my next step for at least a month. It's okay though. We're hopeful, we're carrying on, we're continuing on. Life, the regularly scheduled program will persist. It actually gives me enough time to kind of forget about it and like let go of the outcome, which is good. It's been consuming my mind because where I've been with my author journey is I wrote a book. I was so excited about it. I did minimal research on how to like get an agent, and I just kind of like dove head first, which led to Boots is doing such naughty things. Boots, please. He's lurking around. Like, what mayhem can I cause next? Tuxedo cats. Anyways, in my author journey, I wrote a book. I was so excited about it. I dove head first with a bit, I'm going to be honest, with a bit of an ego. And in that ego, I was like, I've done good enough. Like, it's going to happen for me. And it wasn't happening. And in the process, I started to get good at taking time to go back to the drawing board. But I'm going to be honest, there had to be kind of an ego death with that. And now I'm at this point where I'm finding the success I thought I would get instantly. And it has been about a year of coming to terms with where I was falling short, going back to the drawing board, learning, humbling myself, taking constructive criticism. It has been almost a year of a really good, I guess I would say, ego death, and learning the balance of believing in myself, but also, I guess, humbling myself and doing the work and growing from it. And I just keep thinking, like, as excited as I am to be hitting certain milestones in this journey, as excited and proud that I am doing that, all I keep thinking about, not about the book, not about the potential of where this is all going, I keep thinking about who I am now. And I'm so proud of myself because I am here because I was able to look in the mirror and say, you're the reason that this is failing. It's time to shape up. When I do these like yap sessions, like I think last week's yap session was very heavy on pointing out other people's problems, like don't have shitty people in your life kind of thing. I try to really balance also realizing you might be the shitty person, because I'm big on balance, duality. I like to be here. I hate perpetual victimhood. I think I've shared that that was a curse I used to have. And it was ugly, it was gross, and it was annoying. And so I don't always want to sit here and be like, me, 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 me. I try to really be almost to a fault, actually, looking for all the ways I can grow and improve. And sometimes that becomes a little bit self-absorbed and self-obsessive and controlling and not allowing to flow and let go and just receive as you're meant to receive. So it's all about finding that balance, which I think I'm getting to a really, really good point. I had to look at myself in the mirror and I had to be like, you have gotten so many rejections. You are not where you want to be in your journey because, let's be quite honest, just me. I was the only one. It wasn't agents not believing in my work. I had to do another round or two of edits on my manuscript. It was not ready to send to agents. I was just so excited and I wanted it to happen right away. And I thought because I was doing it, I would connect with the right agent at the right time and it just all would be fine. My favorite little mantra that I have come up with is success is equal parts magic and hard work. Where yes, magic will happen. Things will come because you speak it and attract it and believe it and surround yourself with it and dream it and visualize it and think this, that, blah. Yes, it will happen because of the magic. But you need the equal amount of hard work. You don't just get things by doing work. Like I believe just like magic exists. Things just happening to you in a beautiful way exists and allow for the success in your dreams to come into fruition. But you also have to do hard work. And again, it's all about the balance. You don't want to solely try to sit back and let magic do everything. But you also don't want to work yourself to death and not allow the space because your hands are so busy. How are you going to receive if your hands are so busy working? You have to do both. You have to, I'm trying to think of a great metaphor for this, but you have to work that will align yourself for the magic to take place. Example. The whole reason I was able to meet with an agent that is looking very promising is because my husband and I moved to Sacramento. The reason I knew about this conference is because I had been posting on TikTok for quite some time. Through that, I connected with somebody who knew about the conference, who knew I moved to Sacramento, and said, hey, did you know there's a conference coming up down the street from you? No, I did not. And because of that, because I did the work and created a social media and put myself out there of what I was doing, I got a connection that would play into my life almost a year later that would then potentially put me in front of my potential agent. I don't know how this will all play out. I'm not putting all my eggs into one basket, but what I am saying is, in the midst of that, that's all the magic, but I did the hard work. My husband and I, we made the hard decision to move. Then we moved. That was a lot of hard work. And then in all of that, the reason, yes, the magic brought me face to face with a potential agent, but the week leading up to the conference, I looked at everything and I said, my pitch, my book, they suck. It still needs some work. And I dedicated a lot of time to a point where I looked at it with all the knowledge and the learning I had been doing over the year. And I said, this is so much better. And because I did that work, having this magic meeting with an agent, she was interested, and now it keeps leading further steps. So whatever it is, I talk a lot about chasing your dreams because that's what I'm doing. And I wholeheartedly believe in chasing your dreams at all costs. Now, dreams can be anything. I'm even talking about standard 9-to-5, white picket fence, suburban home, small family with a pet, stable bank account, and you have a boat for fishing on the weekends. If that is your peak dream life, I'm talking about that too. And I wouldn't say, but let me also talk about the bigger dreams because it's subjective. Chasing that can be the most crazy thing in the world. Climbing the corporate ladder can be the most hard, scary thing in the world for you. For me, I can't do corporate. I can't. But I'm chasing this other stuff where for you, you might be like, I never have any desire to write a book, but good for you. And I validate even the simple dreams because that stable life, me and my husband are having that season right now, and I'm soaking it up. I am enjoying it. A routine, a schedule, steady income. It feels good. I know this won't be our full life because I'm, pursuing being an author. He's pursuing medical, being a doctor. And so I know this is only for a moment for us, but I validate that if your dream is just to find a nice house, have a good job, build your family, this all still applies to that. Because if you're trying to find a nice job, you can't be a shitty worker. There's also magic in trying to be aligned with your dream job. I don't know why I put that in quotations. And then even finding a partner you want to marry. You can't be a shitty person to marry them. And yeah, you can have divine meeting and oh my gosh, they came into my life when I least expected it, but you also have to make sure you're a partner that they want to marry just as much as you want to make sure that they're a partner that you want to marry. Does that make sense? All this to say, any success in your life takes equal parts hard work and equal parts magic. Then they kiss. Success. I don't know why I did that. But my biggest yapping and thing that I've been thinking of this week is part of, I think, the hard work is recognizing when you're at fault, when you're the reason you're failing. It does not have to be a big, harsh self-shame thing, but it's a moment of, I can do better, so I will do better. It doesn't even have to be on a big scale, just simply whatever success you're trying to find in your life. There comes a point in the journey of failure, because the journey to success is full of failure, because failure is how we learn a lot of things. It's the easiest and quickest way to learn. Hardest way, most hurtful way, still the most knowledge infused way that you can learn whatever it is you need to learn. And when failure happens, there are times, okay, it's just not a right timing. Oh, this was just a lesson. It is somebody else's fault, because that can happen. Oh, I'm not surrounded by the right people, this, that, or the other. And it comes to a point where you have to sit and look in the mirror and be like, I'm failing because of me. Because I had an ego. Because I thought I knew everything. Because I refused to learn. Because I refused constructive criticism. Because I wasn't believing in myself enough. Because I tried to control the situation, because I tried to make it happen faster than it needed to. Whatever it is, there comes a point when you realize that you're failing because of you. But where more magic can flow is when you do the work and get up and say, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to fail anymore. I recognize where I'm at fault, so I'm going to change that, fix that, and move forward, and the success will come. Again, everything's not perfect and easy and simple, and you're going to fail and fall and be the reason you fail and fall numerous times. Even when you finally have it clicking in your head, you're human. And life is a journey, and it's meant to be a journey. And even when you reach your peak dream, you'll dream again. We will always be chasing something. Maybe you get to a point where you're really just content with life, but there's still little dreams like, I really want to catch this type of fish, or I really want to learn how to bake bread. Even if you've completed all the things in life, I feel like just our human nature is, but I want something else. I want something new, whatever it is. And that's fine and fair and fun. But through it all, you have to recognize where you're at fault. And you have to do the work to grow from it. It hurts. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to be like, oh, that's my fault. But what's more embarrassing is repeating a same cycle pattern, especially when you recognize the source. So if you're failing at something right now, let's take a moment. Do you have the right people in your circle? Maybe, maybe not. Is it somebody else's fault? Maybe, maybe not. Have you thought about it being your fault? Have you thought about any time that maybe you're getting in the way of it? Let's start there. It's easier to control you than it is to control outside sources and other people. Dang, that's a good one. I needed that. You cannot control outside sources of the things you want. You cannot control when that dream job will come available. You cannot control when that person will enter your life, or if they will be ready for you when they enter your life. You cannot control the things that you want, essentially, but you can control you and making yourself the version that is ready for it, making sure that you are learning and aligning yourself how you need to, whatever that looks like. If you have this dream job, are you prepared to have the dream job? No, you just want this job and you have like kind of enough experience. Get better at your craft. The only thing you can control is you. So when you're failing, you can't control all the other things that may be contributing to it. Change you, and everything else is going to start to change. That was good. That was good. I'm sorry, I cut my gum in the whole video, but it really was helping my tummy. I'm not gonna lie. I also have real mint leaves in my fridge that I thought about chewing, but I didn't want to scare you guys. I'm gonna lay off the garlic. I really think it's the garlic. Garlic just, which I heard garlic is really good for you. But also so many things hurt my stomach. Bell pepper skins. I think tomatoes. Spinach and kale sometimes. Peanut butter for a hot second was making me vomit. We're fine now. I had what we thought was a stomach ulcer at one point that sent me to the ER. We never figured that one out. I am lactose intolerant, but I've kind of been ignoring that. There's a lot that goes on with my stomach. I am supposed to get a colonoscopy. I've been putting that one off. All this to say, the gum, it helped. It helped with garlic upsetting my stomach. Anyways, yeah, that was this video. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of blacked out. I've been blacking out a lot these last couple days in a good way, where so much good is happening I can't really process, and so I'm still kind of like riding that high a little bit. So I'm not 100% sure what I said. I will be editing this. We'll find out together, which is really fun. If anything was meant for you, I hope you heard how you needed to hear it. Chat with me in the comments. How's your week going? What foods hurts your stomach? Are you the reason you're failing? Make sure you subscribe and share this video with your friends, and I will yap with you, chat with you guys next week. Okay, love you, bye.